What is going on, guys? Welcome to part 2 of the Sweet Story of Mine breakdown, where we're breaking down every single song as we listen through my 2022/2023 album, Sweet Story of Mine. We wrapped up part 1 with Piece of My Heart, and we're going to start this part with Tied Up. Now, this one's a fun one. This was a song that actually originally didn't make the album. It was on the cutting room floor, and it actually was going to stay there. And when I played the original album for my friends, I showed them Tied Up, and they were like, "Why isn't that on the album?" I said, "Well, it just doesn't work." And they were like, "No, it does. You need to put it on the album." I thought it was too aggressive, had the F word in it, and I was like, I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't think this album needs it. And then when, as I spoke in part 1, there was a moment where everything changed with the deluxe album, and I eliminated a certain element from it, and I needed something to kind of fill up the space. And Tied Up got added back. And you guys, I want to talk about the cursing in the album for a second. So, I don't curse anymore. Well, if I do, it's a very, very rare. It's pretty much only Mario Kart. I think that's the only time I will ever curse, and it has to push me to the edge to get me to curse. It was a whole thing with me and my family when I released this, because when you openly just start saying the F word in a song, it doesn't always have the most positive effect on everyone, and it's a totally understandable. It led to a lot of conversations, and then I had a little conversation with myself last year when I decided to stop cursing. Do I keep the music out, or do I re-record them with clean versions and then have it out like that? And just like I said in the last version, the reason I don't go back and finish and fix some of the production and editing issues is because it would take away the integrity of the songs being in the moment. And so there are clean versions of the songs that I'm going to release as the edited version, just kind of quietly. But no, I'm not going to take down the explicit versions. Those represent that time for me with Tied Up, Play Your Cards, and Peace. So why would I try to erase some of my history? I'm not going to do that. We're just going to accept that that's how these songs are, and we're going to keep going forward. Before we start breaking down Tied Up and the rest, I'm going to get my puppy over here. She's been in the crate the whole time. Let's get her over. Macy girl. Come on, let's get to it. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's a good girl. Oh! She can climb up, but it would be incredibly painful. So, we're not going to do that. Ow! To pause. Alright, ready? Are you ready, Macy? Let's jump into Tied Up. And you're a kid. Don't say these words that your dad's about to say. They're not nice words. I will say the song goes incredibly hard. But the song wouldn't have worked if it didn't have the curse word in it. Hey.
I know that you think about me, 'cause it has always been the same for me. You got me f***ed up. You got me tied up in the thought of you and me. I wanna be done with your shit. I don't have the time to put up with it. I'm not gonna be the only one that would commit, but you won't let me know if you are in. How do I go on when you're the one stuck in my head? How do I move on when you're the one I want in my bed? I know that you think about me, 'cause it has always been the same for me.
I will say, this song was incredibly hard to sing. Like, you wouldn't think it, but the deep notes were like really deep. Like, it's even hard for me to sing it now. And then the highs in the second chorus, it goes high. The song is like on both ends of the vocal spectrum for me, which is why I think it works so well, is because it goes to the limit without pushing the limit too far. And I really love just the production of it, and it's so awesome. So yeah.
You got me f***ed up. You got me tied up in the thought of you and me. I'm tired of crying in my pillow at night. when you're the one I want in my bed. I know that you think about me, 'cause it has always been the same for me. You got me f***ed up, you got me tied up in the thought of you and me. Yeah, I'm tied up. Yeah, yeah. You got me f***ed up, you got me tied up in the thought of you and me.
Ah, that was great. I love Tied Up. So I didn't tell you when I wrote that song. So I wrote that song about a month after I wrote the main album. So I wrote the main album in November 2021. I wrote the song in December 21. Just kind of having a rough day at my house, and I was just kind of upset with things. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna write about it. And so I wrote Tied Up. Yeah, I really love the song. I think it's funny too, because, you know, look back, I said I don't curse anymore. It's like, well, it's only a couple F-bombs, but it's funny because, you know, like I talked about in the last part with the layered vocals. If I'm layering the vocals and singing the F-bomb, that means the F-bomb's being sang like 11 times at once. And it's just funny just to think about that in retrospect. But yeah, so I love that song. I'm glad, and I got to rework it for my buddy John's film Consumed. So I'm glad that song has lived on. It's been one of my most popular songs. So I'm super proud of that song. I love that people love it. And next song is pretty much the theme song for the album. It's called Tied Up. I came up with the hook for the song in class one day, and we were actually going to go hang out as a group, my friend group. I actually raced to my dorm because I had the hook for the song and I didn't want to forget it. So Tied Up, almost, if we didn't hang out, if I decided to hang out with my friends that day, Giving You Up probably would not have existed. And yeah, this song's pretty honest. It has a callback to You Keep Me Going, and then there's another moment that we'll talk about when we get there. But here's Giving You Up, and I'm a big fan of The Weeknd, and 2021 was when I really dove into his discography. So this was a song that was designed to be very much an ode to The Weeknd. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? What are you doing, puppy? What are you doing?
Oh, I see we're not talking. That's fine. You know that's fine.
This one where all the tune was like,
The one that get me going.
there we go.
We were fine. Now you're not mine. I poured my heart all out to you. Heard nothing, so what am I to do? So I'm giving you up. You left me with no choice. Oh, I'm giving you up.
I'll say, if you're talking overall production for a song on the album, this was #1. I would say this is the best overall produced song on the album. Vocally, music, all that. Lyrically, the delivery.
You're taking away my joy. I could be lying here, dying here, but would you even care? So I'm giving you up. Yeah, I'm giving you up. I tried to keep a smile on your face, girl. Oh, I tried. You know I tried. You just ignored me and looked the other way. I died inside, but you're just fine. I'll put on a smile around everybody else.
So that lyric is pretty cool. So I'll put on a smile on everybody else. So Silk, I mentioned before, the jazz song "Stop Easy" with Sandbox was inspired by Silk Sonic. So they had an album on a song called "Put on a Smile," and it was a super sad song that I really related to at the time. And I mean, I loved it because it very much resonated with my current situation. And so I wanted to make sure I got a note to that song in the album. So when I was writing "Giving You Up," that's where the lyric "I'll put on a smile on everybody else."
But girl, you're putting me through hell. So I'm you left me with no choice. Oh, I'm giving you up. You're taking away my joy. I could be lying here, down here, but would you even care? So I'm giving you up. Yeah, I'm giving you up. I'm giving that you missed. You can try and forget that I exist. You can try, but we both remember that 23rd night of September.
So that's one of those moments where the song's just a little too honest, where I give an actual date in relation to the real life situation. Not smart. It also was the day the album came out, but obviously had a deeper meaning than that. I'm not super proud that that's in there, but it is, and it's forever going to be a part of Macy Carnival. Go back in the crate. When I go to perform the song live, I have a different lyric that I'm gonna sing there. I will only sing that song live if I do a one night only Sweet Story of Mine all the way through. Other than that, if it's a part of a grander set list, Giving You Up is going to have a different lyric there, because it's one of those moments where, you know, the truth and the honesty of the lyrics should only go to a certain point. There's a point that you don't want to cross, and I think that lyric kind of crosses it. That's such a good one. So the next song is Scars, and it's probably arguably, with Piece of My Heart, one of the saddest songs on the album. It's one that I think also kind of crosses over the too honest threshold. I think there's a lyric in the first verse that I'll look at the camera when it comes up and it's like, yeah, this was a bit much. But I told this story publicly before, but I'll tell it again. The reason how the song existed, I knew I had the idea for a song called Scars, but I didn't know exactly what to write it about. And I went with my friends Nick and Joseph to a Washington football team game against the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2021 season. It was actually beginning of 2022, but he was playing a song was Should Have Never Met You, but I think it was Luke Combs. And there was some song where it's saying, like, they say at times heal all wounds, but that must have been a lie. It was something like that. I realized in that moment, I'm like, oh, I got it. If it should have time heals all, why am I still here wearing the scars? And so then I literally went on my notes app on I-95 driving in Northern Virginia. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be an idiot like me. Today, I wrote the song in about 30 minutes.
I promise myself, don't pick up a drink. I'll drown the wounds in every sip I take with the thought of you.
Fun fact. True, honest fact. I went to some parties. I actually would like just not drink because I was in a bad headspace and I didn't believe that alcohol would do any good for me. So I would abstain from drinking for the parties, and I didn't drink for a long time. Until I think it was like maybe the spring-ish, maybe. Early winter, spring is when I had my first drink after that, because I wanted to make sure I was fully mentally good before I took any alcohol.
Oh, I miss you. I just can't look at a Chevy the same. It reminds me of the rides we used to take, getting lost with you. Oh, I love you, and I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. I'm told to hate you 'cause you were never real.
So that lyric is very honest, because you know, when your friends try to comfort you when after a situation goes down, they always like try to talk bad on the other person. they would tell you that if they try to talk bad, I would shut them down immediately. I'm like, look, we're not going to talk bad. Like, we can talk about the actual situation, but we're not going to talk bad about the people involved because there's no need for that. It's wasted energy. It's wasted vocabulary. So I would shut that down pretty quickly. So that lyric is really meaningful because I don't believe in talking bad about others, even if a situation goes south with them, because there's no need to.
I know you were. You left a mark reminding me that you were. And I'm cursed with the longing thought of you. And I thought with time I no longer love you. And if it's true that time heals all, why am I still here wearing the scars? I just can't sing our songs the same. They were staples of what we became. And we're all about you. And I know you hear them now too. And I can't go to work to get away, 'cause you'll be there not looking my way and bring my heart in too. 'Cause you know what you put me through. And I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. I'm told to hate you 'cause you were never real.
Another thing, looking back, there was too much production in this song. There's too many vocals. It did not need to be this many background vocals. It should have been maybe no background vocals, maybe just one layer. It probably should have just been my voice because of how the theme of the song is.
But I know you were. You left a mark reminding me that you were. And I'm cursed with the longing thought of you. And I thought with time I no longer love you. And if it's truth that time heals all, why am I still here wearing the scars? Everywhere I go, everything I do makes me think of you. Wishing we were doing it as two. And I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. I'm told to hate you 'cause you were never real. But I know you were. You left a mark reminding me that you were. And I'm cursed with the longing thought of you. And I thought with time I no longer love you. And if it's true that time heals all, why am I still here wearing the scars?
That was Scars. Now we're going to Play Your Cards, the final song, what I call chapter 2 of the album. This is my favorite song on the album. As I mentioned before, there was a moment where the deluxe album got drastically changed. This was the last song written for the deluxe album. It was written like 2 months after the original version came out in September 2022. It was written late November, Thanksgiving break. That's what the song is. It's my favorite song. My favorite chorus I've ever written to the song. The chorus in here is one of the best vocal mixes I've ever done.
I'm trekking through the depths of my mind, searching for the answer why I just can't get away from you. You found your happiness, now let me find mine instead. You staying on your box of white lies. You got me running in circles, almost need you, girl. It's like I can't get enough. Got me going crazy, seeking therapy, feeling like it's World War Me.
So World War Me, it was actually World War III eventually, as a nod to the Jonas Brothers song. But my buddy Patrick, when I showed him the song, he's like, it should be World War Me. And I was like, that's perfect, because it's talking about the going to therapy, and that is real. There was a chance, there was some of the stuff was mentally messing with me so much that I was going to consider going to therapy. I actually had it recommended to me. Ended up just persevering and conquering it on my own. But it was a legitimate topic at one point was, do I need to go to therapy over this?
Everything had calmed down.
comes.
Made it so far now, you turn it all around. Why you gotta play your cards, trying to tear me apart? We're back at this time, trying to break our hearts. I don't understand why you had to play your cards. Tell me why you're playing your cards when I'm holding my head. But then I just don't have to stand. So instead, why did you play your cards? Why did you play your cards? Why did you play your cards? It kills me every time you walk by. A dirty mirror in my eyes, watching my hope die. But I've been
Also, this song is like one of the hardest to sing. Like, in continuation live. When I was singing for the live performance last year, I mean, it took like every ounce of me.
in for a new light. Our history was set aside. Everything was feeling right.
I love the build up.
Now I'm pulled back into this life to tell where this goes. Now I can tell. Thought we had our farewell. Why you gotta play your cards, trying to tear me apart? We're back at this time, trying to break our hearts. I don't understand why you had to play your cards. Tell me why you're playing your cards. You're holding my head. We had our chance, I'm now instead. So instead, why did you play your cards? Why did you play your cards? Trying to tear me apart. We're back at this time, trying to break our hearts. I don't understand why you had to play your cards. Why you gotta play your cards when I'm holding my head? We had our chance, I'm now instead. So instead, why did you play your cards? Why did you play your cards?
So, funny story, or like a little fun fact. So, in the production for the song, there was a lot of layered vocals. There's more layered vocals in this song than any other song I've done. There was this rasp thing, because I was like, how do you mix vocal, like, for a rock song? Because I was like, I don't really have, like, a rock voice. At least I didn't think I did. I found out through the song I did. But I was like, what do I do? So there's actually this layered vocal. You really don't hear it unless you're looking for it. You can kind of hear it. There's a thing called the rasp track and then the grudge track. So the rasp track was, and it's like, it basically destroyed my voice. I'm not going to do them, like, fully. But I was like, why you gotta play your cards? That's basically what it sounded like. And then you had grudge, which I don't do this a lot because it does hurt my voice, and I haven't really done it since I recorded this song. But it's, why you gotta play your cards with a phone in my head? There's actually, like, if I open the project file, that's actually there. Hold on, let me actually pull it up. Rasp track and the growl track. So I'll show you the growl track and then I'll show you the rasp track. Here we go.
Play your cards, trying to tear me apart. We're back at the start, trying to break our heart.
Basic. That was the grunge, and then the rasp track.
Play your cards, trying to tear me apart. We're back at the start, trying to break our hearts. I don't understand why you gotta play your cards.
That's that. If you put them together, you get.
Play your cards, trying to tear me apart.
And if you mix any other vocals,
trying to break our hearts. I don't understand why you gotta play your cards. Tell me why you're playing your cards when I'm holding my head. We had our chance, I'm glad instead. So instead, why did you play your cards?
So that's that was how the build for Play Your Cards was. So I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs I've ever written, produced, recorded. I love that song. But now it's Forced to Forget. I wrote this song a couple weeks after the main album was written. It was early December, and yeah, just kind of going through the woes of the recovery from the situation, and just kind of like, man, I don't want to forget the good moments, and that's what the song is about. But this one is also one, like, just the most, like, smooth songs I think I've ever made.
For you, it's a new day since you pushed me out of your way, left me without anything to say.
because I was like making sure I could get rhymes.
Lost in
It
your
just came so cool.
trance. Every time I catch your glance, wishing for one more shot at romance.
So you pulled me in close and you threw me away. You spit in my face, but you're just okay. Had me thinking you were gonna stay. Now wishing we never met on that day.
'Cause I can't force myself to
I wish I'd done more with that
forget, 'cause
second
I
one.
don't want you out of my head. I'd rather act like we never met than be forced to forget you. I don't wanna let go. It'll take away
Falsetto notes.
my hope, and I don't care if it's the right way to go. My heart knows who it wants to hold. 'Cause I can't force myself to forget. 'Cause I don't want you out of my head. I'd rather act like we never met than be forced to forget.
Force me to forget. I love this ad-lib at the end.
Oh baby, please don't force me to forget you. Oh baby, please don't force me to forget you.
That's the problem. I think this album suffered the most is that these songs didn't get a chance to be singles. Like Force to Forget would have been a good single. Play Your Cards would have been a good single. Tied Up would have been a good single. Giving You Up. These are a bunch of good singles that just they didn't really get a whole lot of promotion because I really didn't know how to promote at the time. I really didn't know how to promote singles until last year. Starting with Dear Miss Heartbreak and then moving into Love Shy and really incorporating TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts and really knowing exactly how to promote a song. And I plan to kind of make sure these songs still have lives going forward. Because I don't want them to get lost because I do love these songs. I think Force to Forget is so pretty. Next is Next. And this song's really cool because at the end of each chorus you hear Who's Next? And I got a bunch of my friends in there. My roommates Sam and John, my roommate Conrad, my best friends Nick, Jay, and Joseph, Kian that I mentioned in part 1, Carlos who did the artwork for this, who's a really good friend of mine, Cole who is another one of my roommates. We did Soup together, which was amazing. Who else was in it? One of my roommates also from my first year of college, Josh Barkman. He was also my buddy John Pitts, buddy Avery, one of my great friends from college, Alex. I mean, it was yeah, there was a bunch of people on that song, and I was glad to get a minute. But yeah, here's Next. Oh yeah, so funny thing. So after the wreck, right? So we talked about the wreck. So I had to do a driver improvement course, and I thought about the chorus of the song while in that, and I couldn't. We had like a 30-minute break or hour break, like right in the middle of it, and I just went on my phone and wrote down the notes for that time that we had, and I went and wrote down the chorus, and then when I got to my dorm that evening, I wrote the song. Giving You Up. Clear. Call back.
Found my happy place again. It's your loss, it's done. Too bad you're not the one. I can't wait to see who's next, 'cause I know she'll be better than you were for me. 'Cause I know who's next is the one I've been dreaming of, the one that deserves my true love. I can't wait to see who's next. Who's next?
So this song was like the vindication song. The song was like, hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. everyone like has that moment where they're like that like, I'm back, I'm ready to go back out into the world. That's what this song was about. And yeah, it was a little bit more punchy and attacky than I wanted, but I mean, it wasn't too bad, so I didn't mind it too much.
Oh, we're taking off my shoulders. Ever since I found out it's over. Too bad you couldn't tell me yourself. And I had to find out from someone else. It's your loss, it's done. Too bad you're not the one. I can't wait to see who's next, 'cause I know she'll be better than you were for me. 'Cause I know who's next is the one I've been dreaming of, the one that deserves my true love. I can't wait to see who's next. Who's next?
I love the bridge.
The next, the next. I can't wait to see the next, the next, the next. I know I gotta find the next, the next, the next. You'll never be better than the next, the next, the next. I can't wait to see who's next, 'cause I know she'll be better than you were for me. 'Cause I know who's next is the one I've been dreaming of, the one that deserves my true love. I can't wait to see who's next. Who's next?
Yeah. So the next song, that's next, love that song. So next song is Peace. This was the second to last song, written a couple days before Play Your Cards. Like I said, it was in the wake of the whole transition from the deluxe album and how it changed. And I'm very, and I say that negatively, I'm very glad with the change that I made to the deluxe album. I'm very glad with what happened that made the change happen, because the deluxe album benefited from it, and it was just a much healthier version of the album with the change that I made. So yeah, so I'm really glad about this. But this song, I was always kind of like, it was kind of like small moments, kind of like a filler song to make sure we got to 20 songs. But when people heard it, they're like, this song's really good. I'm like, are you sure? Because I thought the second verse was a little aggressive, and it has one of my favorite lyrics in it, her heart's rebuilt, but I'm still building mine. I thought that was a really cool lyric, and one that was really accurate to the time. So yeah, this is Peace. Come on now.
Dealing with it again every day. Trying to move on, but it just gets in my way. And I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know. Just let me know. Words upon words have been spilled over time. Her heart's rebuilt, but I'm still building mine. I thought we were cool, I guess that's a lie. It's all a lie. We're not fine.
We Gucci.
I just want peace when I sleep at night. Want to live every day knowing it's alright. Must take back my life and own what's mine. Help me please, I just want peace. You disrupt my life and say you're hurt. Don't act like I'll forget who hurt who first.
I don't love that lyric, because saying hypothetically if someone was offended by the lyrics, me saying like, well, you got me, so I should get you, that was not, I don't agree with that ideology nowadays. I'm not saying that's what actually happened. I mean, some of these lyrics in the album were played up more than the actual story, just to make it a little more dramatic, because art. But I just want to say for the record, like, I don't agree with that. Like, I don't believe in eye for an eye. I believe be the bigger person. If someone, if someone is hurt by something you say, just own up to it and just carry on. Don't be like, well, excuse me. And don't do that. I don't believe in that. That's not wanting peace. That's wanting war.
I stated my truth. Now it's your turn.
This is also not a great lyric, because that's a lyric saying, I released Sweet Story of Mine. I released the version of the story. So if you're going to talk about the story, tell your side. Again, not a fair thing to say. It is not wanting peace. It goes against what the whole song is about. And yeah, that's the only reason I was like, when people loved the song, I was like, really? Because I thought the second verse was a little, yeah, but.
Bridges burn, we'll never learn, and I won't take back what I said. I gave my side of the story, now it's dead. So why are you bringing it back up again? It's been so long, that's what it too bad. I just want peace when I sleep at night. Want to live every day knowing it's alright. Must take back my life and own what's mine. Help me please, I just want peace.
I'll say this song is one of my favorite songs from a production standpoint, and this final chorus, the vocals with the vocals that go to your left and right, oh, I thought it was just really well. I thought it was one of the moments where I was like, I did pretty good there.
For me to do except put out these fires started by you. I just want peace when I sleep at night. I want to live every day knowing it's alright. Must take back my life and own what's mine. Help me please, I just want peace. Help me please, I just want peace.
I think the reason why the deluxe songs, I think, were much better produced, like as a whole, than the album was. The album was also 14 songs. These were 6 songs, but the album was slated to come out September 23rd, 2022, and I finished the album like late August was when I finished it, and so I was kind of rushing it up because, you know, you have to turn to distributor like a couple weeks beforehand. But the deluxe album was actually meant to come out in December 2022. Ended up getting delayed a couple months because I didn't want to release it during Christmas time, and Carlos needed a little more time with the artwork. I was like, that's fine. I was like, releasing anything that's not Christmas during Christmas season was not a good idea, and I had the Christmas song Mistletoe Woes that came out, so I was like, yeah, let's just push it. So, but the songs were actually done in preparation in case the album was going to come out in December. So these songs were done a couple months in advance, like 3 months in advance almost. So I had a lot of time to go back and tweak certain things. And fun fact, some weird glitch happened with the project files for Tied Up in Peace. And I can't remember which song ended up in which, but the background vocals for one of the songs ended up in the other project file. And I had to go and fish in a folder that was like hundreds and hundreds of files and find the exact recordings for each song and separate them. That took like a couple hours one day, and that was never again. So I'm very careful now about, ever since then, I'm very careful about how project files are labeled, how the recordings are labeled, to make sure that that never happens again, because that was like, everything was fine, and this was like a week before I was actually going to submit the album, and that happened. So I didn't have to record anything new, but I had to like make some last minute editing adjustments because it came down to the wire with that. And I think that's why Peace and Tied Up are very well sounding, because I did make some last minute adjustments, and it was called to my attention when I had this issue, because when you hear words that aren't the same as the other words, it actually helped me discover what was the right levels for all the background vocals in a song. So it was kind of a blessing and a curse in the same time. Oh, so this is what I never knew. This was the last song written for the bass album. It was written in June of 2022. Me and my friend Jay were having a conversation one night, just kind of reflecting on our lives, because we've been best friends our whole lives, and you know, I was gone for college, so this was like a month after I came back for the summer, and we were just having a conversation one night and reflecting on his life and my life and things that had gone on. And I realized in that conversation there was a lot that this situation had taught me. There was a lot that I had grown from the situation, and so I wanted to write this song to kind of address that. And it's the one time in the album I addressed the loss of my papa. So it's really cool.
Sitting back, staring at the wall, trying to all my fault. Was it ever real what we said? Staying up till the AM in your bed. I know it wasn't all in my head. What I never knew is I could love someone how I loved you. What I never knew is I could care for someone like I cared for you. You told me I could love.
I wish I could fix the background vocals of the song. They don't match up correctly.
Here's to what I never knew. I lost loved ones I had for years. Somehow losing you brought more tears.
So I want to address that lyric. So I lost someone I have for years. Somehow losing you brought more tears. So you're probably like, how in the heck does this very short-term thing affect you more than, you know, loss of a grandfather? And I wouldn't say it affected me more. I think in the moment it did, because we kind of knew about my grandfather. We knew that that the end was near, and we were just trying to push it off as much as we could. But it was inevitably coming soon, and so I had kind of made my peace with it. I made my peace before I left to college, because I didn't know. It was always that concern of every time I left for college could have been the last time I saw him. So I had to come to peace a long time in advance that any moment it could happen. It didn't make it any easier, but I guess the shock factor, I guess I would say, was kind of taken away, because I kind of knew it was coming. But this was very abrupt. I didn't know it was coming. I thought it was actually going in a really good direction, and when it was very abruptly flipped sides, and like I said, both happened on the same day, you know, yeah, I can tell you where that's where that lyric comes from, where like it brought more tears, because I was like, this was more of a shock, right? But no, it's like, don't get it confused. I think I didn't feel it in the moment, but as time has gone on, I felt the loss a lot more of my grandfather, and I still feel it to this day. In the other situation, I really don't. You know, I got the album, but that's about all that is reminiscent of that, or all that's left of that. Yeah, so yeah, there's a little context to that line, because I thought I needed some of that.
Yeah, the pain was so severe. Seeing you and our friends have it all, while I'm on the edge ready to end it all. But it wasn't your fault.
That lyric I love, but it wasn't your fault. I think it's a nice teaser for the next two songs with Anytime and One of a Kind, because it establishes this reality of, hey, I don't like hold a grudge, like everything's fine. So that's why I really love that lyric, and I love how this album ends off with that message.
You showed me how I needed to know myself. Now I'm found. I'm happier now. What I never knew is I could love someone how I love you. What I never knew is I could care for someone like I cared for you. You told me I could love. You told me I could fall. You told me I could get back up after.
I love that song. I really love that. And then the next song is Anytime, a song for the deluxe album. I wrote this on this vacation with Go Sid and Small Moments, almost a year after the rest of the album was written. And this song, while yes, it's about the story behind the album, saying like, look, it's put in the past. You know, if you're in an emergency, if you need me, I'm there. It's more of a song that I wrote with my fans in mind. Like, I was like, at the time, I really didn't have fans. I had like under 200 subscribers on YouTube. And now we're at almost 1,700. Flex. So that's really cool. But it was a song that I wanted to write for my future fans. Like, look, if this thing blows up, like if I'm doing shows, if I'm selling a lot of music and merchandise, and just getting to tour the world and see my music, it's going to be because of the fans, and because they're there for me. I want to let them know that I'm there for them, no matter what. So this song was written within the parameters of the album, but it was actually not written about the story behind the album. It was actually written to my future fans, and I can't wait to perform this on the piano and at a stage in front of a room full of people one day. I've been learning how to play it on piano using this little bad boy right here, so one day you guys will see
it. You're down and out and you need a hand. Don't know where to turn, but you know where I am. Ready to help any way that I can. You feel alone, like you have no one. Lost the feeling of what it's like to be loved. Think you are away from everyone. Tell me what I can do to bring you back. I won't let you break, even if you already cracked. You know you can call me anytime. Don't worry about the past, it's fine. Don't hesitate to put your hand in mine. If you ever feel alone, I'll be there anytime. No matter where I am, it's fine. Let me help you find your light anytime. I know you think I won't answer. You believe that I still live in hurt. Trust me, I don't hurt anymore. I'd only hurt if I knew I could have been there and given you all the care and take away any weight you had to bear. Say the word and I'm on my way. I wanna be the one to help you make it out of today. You know you can call me anytime. Don't worry about the past, it's fine. Don't hesitate to put your hand in mine. If you ever feel alone, I'll be there anytime. No matter where I am, it's fine. Let me help you find your light anytime. Anytime. You know you can call me anytime. Don't worry about the past, it's fine. Don't hesitate to put your hand in mine. If you ever feel alone, I'll be there anytime. No matter where I am, it's fine. Let me help you find your light anytime.
So that was Anytime, and I love that song. It's just so beautiful. And the one thing I did write with this, what I didn't do with Scars, is I didn't have any background vocals. Because originally there were background vocals on the song, and I took them out. Because I was like, they're not needed. This should be a very intimate song, and making it too much production kind of takes away the intimacy of the moment. So I took it away, and I love that song. It's just so beautiful. Now we have finally reached the finale of the album, One of a Kind. The song was inspired by Circles by Post Malone, just that kind of indie style, because it just feels good. I wanted to make sure the song ended on a high note, because the original track list for the album was actually 10 songs. It was Signed, In My Head, You Keep Me Going, Half a Man, Find the Truth, Sandbox, Silence, Communication, Piece of My Heart, Giving You Up. And it ended on Giving You Up. And I was like, I can't have the album end on that, because it was such a negative note. And like I said, I would not speak negatively about the situation or the person involved in it. So I was like, why would I end the album on such a negative note? And I was sitting down with some of my good friends in college, and just say, you need to write at least one more song that kind of is that one at the end that just leaves you on a high note. It leaves you feeling good, and leaves you feeling like holding your head up as you finish the album. And this song I wrote the week after, during Thanksgiving of 2021, and I love this song to death. And it was culminated after, because I said I didn't want to end the song giving you up. Again, I didn't want to end the album giving you up, and I just went, because I want to be nice now. Damn it! Because, you know, negative sells in today's culture, and I just didn't want to be negative. I wanted to be positive. So this is one of a kind. I mean, this is like how Signs, like the perfect album starter. This is the perfect album closer.
No one understood me like you. You read me like a book, like no one else could. You showed me something I never knew. That there was someone whose care was true. You may never know what you did for me. You healed me in ways you'll never see. Made me want to be a better me, so I could be the best you'd ever need. No matter which path we follow, I need you to know you're one of a kind. There's none like you to find. If we're not meant to be, I guess that's fine with me. I'm good as long as you're happy and where you're meant to be. I hope you're where you're meant to be. But I just hope and pray that the next guy, he knows what he has and treats you right. I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm fine when I wanted to be the one to call you mine. No matter which path we follow, I need you to know you're one of a kind. There's none like you to find. If I'm not holding you in my arms, just know I am in my heart. I'm only a call away. Don't hesitate, 'cause I'm here to stay.
So, fun fact, originally that bridge was written just as a placeholder. It was actually going to be a spoken message thing in that part, but I wrote that bridge just as, like, say, like a placeholder, like I'm just going to put this here, but it's actually going to be something else. But the bridge was so good, I'm like, actually, I'm keeping the bridge. I'm not changing it.
No matter which path we follow, I need you to know you're one of a kind. There's none like you to find. There's no one like you. You're one of a kind. I gotta thank you for giving me this sweet story of mine. Yeah.
I love how the album finished with saying, thank you for giving me the sweet story of mine. I thought that was a nice way to end it, with saying, look, what happened happened, but this happened, and I really enjoyed being able to write and produce this album and tell the story in a creative way. So that was Sweet Story of Mine. A lot of breakdown. Hope you guys learned some cool little facts about the production behind the album, and really I enjoyed going back and listening to the album. I haven't really listened to it from start to finish in a long while now, so it was fun to do that and just kind of go through memory lane and talk about the production process with you guys. It was a very hectic process, especially when working on the bass album. There would be days where I would work on, like, Giving You Up. I would like record the chorus for Giving You Up, and I'm gonna go work on the second verse for In My Head. Then I'm gonna go work on the background vocals from Scars. And it was like I was working at my old school at the time, and when I would come home in the afternoons, I would have on my phone like a list of, all right, this is the to-do list for the vocals today, and I would just cut vocals till like 11 o'clock midnight, and then wash, rinse, repeat the next day. And I really worked on that album a lot from like May till August, and I'm so proud of it. Like, are there things I would fix? Absolutely. That's the perfectionist in me, and it's been a couple years now, so there's a lot of growth I've experienced as a musician and producer and writer, and but that's, like I said, like, why change it? This music was meant to exist at that moment in time, so why change it years later? I always say, it's let the live versions be the new versions, and I'm just so proud of this music, and I hope it continues to live on and do well, and regardless of what labels say or whatever happens with my music in the future, Sweet Story of Mine will always be my first album, and I will not let anyone say otherwise, and that is a fact. And the next album coming out this summer, I'm super excited for. It's going to be really exciting, and it's not going to be 20 songs like this one. It's going to be a lot shorter, but don't want these filler songs on the album like this album has, and want to make sure that it's a really great collection of about 12-13 songs with a few on a deluxe version. And I'm just so proud of this album. I look back so fondly on it. A lot of great times, maybe some not so great times, but it's all about life. It's having the highs and the lows, and how you come out on the other side of it. But yeah, I'm super proud of this album. Thank you all for watching this video and watching part 1. Hope you enjoy. Now we gotta go and listen to the old projects. Gosh darn it. Alright, yep. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Will Morrison. I'm out. Peace.
I want you in candlelight, in our own paradise. I want you in candlelight. It's just us and the sky.